Hello and welcome to Cupcake Addiction's How to Cut Your Giant Cupcake tutorial. I've had a lot of requests from you guys to show you how I cut and serve my giant cupcakes. If you're following our giant cupcake tutorials and you are using these chocolate patty pans on the base of your giant cupcakes, they're a great way to keep your giant cupcake contained and to keep everything sort of inside the shape that it's supposed to be in. If you are using fondant or leaving your base dry, then it's as simple as cutting it like you would cut any normal cake, but because we've got to get through this little bit of chocolate, I think some people are a little bit wary about how they would actually serve this. I've made this one for my niece's birthday, so I thought it was a perfect opportunity to run in and film a quick tutorial on how I'm going to cut and serve that. I've got a knife, so I've got quite a large knife and a nice sharp knife, and I'm soaking that in a container of boiling water. This is just a drink bottle, this container, so have a think about what you've got that's sort of nice and long that you can get most of your knife into it. That's going to make our knife nice and hot when we cut through that cupcake. And of course I've got my plate to place that delicious cupcake onto once we've cut it. So I'm going to just clear my area. I'm just going to cut a nice little slice here. You'll be able to see, I might turn it around a little bit. So I've taken out my candles from the back of the top of the cake. And if you're cutting something like this, this is our butterfly spray rainbow giant cupcake. If you're going to be cutting something like this, you would start to remove the butterflies before you cut it and then just place the butterflies onto the pieces. So have a think about what decorations you've got. It's as simple as I'm just going to take my lovely hot knife, make sure that I am getting it all in the shot since I only get one go at this. My lovely hot knife, and I'm just going to cut down the giant cupcake. And when I get to that chocolate patty pan, I'm just going to apply a bit of force because you want to make sure that you get right through the base of it. So I'll spin that around so that you can see. I'm going to place that knife back into the hot water so that it continues to get nice and hot, but also so that it's nice and clean. So you can see there that fantastic, nice, smooth cut. Look at how it's just cut straight through that giant patty pan on the bottom. That giant patty pan there was, I think, even a triple coat of chocolate because I had a little bit of a crack in it, so I did a third coat. So it's quite thick, but it's managed to cut through there beautifully. Now, for our next cut, and obviously you'll decide how big you want your pieces, how many people you want to serve. I always say these serve roughly 10 people. You might get 8, you might get 12, but if you estimate about 10 people, it's a good estimation for your giant cupcake portions. I'm going to take that knife again, nice and hot, and now it's nice and clean, and just a normal cake-sized piece. It's actually going to be quite a large cake-sized piece. Down we come. Now when I get to here, I'm going to support that piece of giant chocolate patty pan with my hand and just cut down. Once again, as we get to the bottom, make sure that you're getting all the way in there. I'll show you what that's looking like. So you can see there I've got a couple of little crumbles, but nothing out of the ordinary of what you would get with any normal cake that you're trying to cut. And then I'm going to get my plate ready. I'm going to take that knife and just slide it underneath, supporting my piece of cake. And lift it out. There you can see your lovely piece of giant cupcake. Down on the plate, ready to go. So you can see that chocolate cupcake, look, it doesn't come away absolutely clean and perfect, but it's stuck to the side of your cupcake. It's doing the job, and look at the cake that we've got left in the end. You know, it's still a beautiful, neat cake. Now this one here is our rainbow layer giant cupcake, so if you want to see how I made the insides of that cake so bright and beautiful and colourful, make sure that you check out that tutorial on our channel. I will leave a link in the description box below. Our channel is My Cupcake Addiction. We upload several times a week, and we've got everything covered for your giant regular cupcake needs, giant and regular cupcake needs I should say, and also for your cake popping and decorating desires. Our channel is My Cupcake Addiction. We upload several times a week, and we've got everything covered from giant cupcakes to normal cupcakes, a little bit of decorating, and a lot of cake pops. So make sure that you stop by, check us out, and hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. Thanks very much for watching.